Alright, starting off streaming for the week on Tuesday night. Dancing along to the theme tune. Oh wow, what's the camera doing? It's only a wong wong. Was that my imagination? Hey Celtic, how are you doing? Thank you. This is a good one. Step aside, coffee, and down the bottom it says, this is a job for alcohol. It's a hoot. Thank you, as always, Celtic. Ooh, I got a thing. I got a shake here. Making coconut rum. Just infusing. Infusing sweetened condensed coconut milk with white rum. And that makes for a super yummy coconut rum. Just gotta let it steep for, I don't know, a week or two. Madam Butterfly, hello. How are you? In the meantime, got a new clarified. This is the lightest clarified cocktail I've had for a while. Never quite sure what color it's going to come out when I do a clarified cocktail. And I haven't tasted this one yet. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to taste it. Because that's the sort of wild and crazy guy I am. Look how clear that looks with the sexy clear ice in there. It is tasty. I think I've decided I like the Malteser one the best. Used to be my favorite, but the Malteser one's my favorite now. All right. Well, good to know. Anyway. Peeling some orange peel to make my drink fancy. Because I'm a fancy man now. Mrs. Avery complained that it was a bit bitter. So I'm going to squeeze some oils on. I'm going to trim some pith. Because the pith is bitter. In the grand Aussie tradition, I am taking the pith. I never get tired of saying the same stupid jokes over and over. Because that's just the way I am. All right, I got rid of the pith. Put that in there. I want to do a second piece a bit later, maybe. Who knows? How many letters did you end up post? You like my angry joke? Well, this is, I don't know, 3 weeks since I've been. It's 3 weeks since I've been to the post box. And this is by far, this is like 10 times more than there's ever been in there. What is it? I'm just checking something here. Feels like there might still be something in here, isn't it? This is an old package. Where's the freaking opening? Oh, wait, no, is this the one I just got today? All right. This is the one I just got today. I think I'm getting confused. That's not really that surprising. What is this? fucking GoPro manual. Thinking, did someone very elderly get this sent to me? A GoPro manual? I have my GoPro. That is very weird. Okay. Okay, Kelsey, you sent me the GoPro manual. Okay. It's a bit left field. I don't know what's going on. I gotta calm myself down with a cherry. That's what I think. I didn't actually get that one very well. Wait. Got some cherries. Because why not? All right. A little stir. Well. Ooh. I'm going to see if I can find a picture for future discussion. We're a Netflix show. Yes, okay, I just want a large one. Size. Large. No, that's not it. There's another one. That's it. Wait a second. Where we on? This is the thing. Can I remember my Netflix password? That'll be fun. Sign in. Oh, wait, have I saved it in the browser? That would be handy if I have. I have. Oh, yes, I can play games on Netflix. And I don't want TV shows. No, go away. Oh, this is annoying the shite out of me. Anyway, I'm ratting around doing things. Guilty. Saw VD, asked him if he still intends on sending me a letter. The Restored Restoration, is that his church? It sounds like the sort of weird, incoherent thing he'd say. That boy, I say, that boy. Does anyone else know who Foghorn Leghorn is? Old Warner Brothers Southern Chicken. That boy, I say, that boy, he ain't right in the head. Well, man's got to do what a man's got to do. Maybe that means starting a church. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That's the thing I want to talk about. Maybe a bit later, but I've saved it on a tab. So now I know. Heidi, you remember Foghorn Leghorn? Yes. Have to be of a certain age, I think, Heidi. Celtic, yeah. The Foghorn Leghorn's a big rooster who's always doing scams and whatnot, and he's southern, sort of talks like Colonel Sanders. A leghorn is a type of chicken, and he's very loud, so he's called a foghorn leghorn. Oh yeah, I watched so many of the Warner Brothers cartoons as a kid, and it's like there are so many eras of it. I think the best ones came out in the 50s and 60s, and then they started doing this really cheap shit in the 70s. And I think there's the stuff older than that, like done in the 30s and 40s, was a bit more primitive. But yeah, you started to get some really cheap, shitty animation in the 70s. Actually, it probably started in the 60s. Now, okay, I'll look up like a classic, the Bunny of Seville. I don't want it on YouTube. I just want like a Wikipedia entry for 1950. So maybe the high point for Warner Brothers was the 40s and 50s, and 60s and 70s they started getting them cheap and shitty. So yeah, Coyote versus Roadrunner. Like, when did that first come out? Roadrunner cartoon. Yeah, okay. The Roadrunner started in 49. So I feel like, yeah, the high point for Warner Brothers was 40s and 50s. And then the animation and the scripts started getting cheaper and nastier in the 60s and 70s. Justin, how much mail have I got? This much mail. All from Toby. The mailbox was so stuffed. God, I'm glad I went there today and got them, because he's posting how he's going to do even more. So I was like, the post office would be at me like, the fuck, dude? Honey, like sci-fi, watching Arrival. That's a movie, yeah? Or is it the movie version of the famous ABBA album, Arrival? Right, time for another batch cocktail that I have not had a proper taste of since making. Featuring homemade lily pilly jam from native Australian fruit that grows in our neighbourhood. Tiny aliens, giant spacecraft. Oh, yeah. And it's the whole trying to learn language thing, isn't it? Good movie. Very good movie. We've been watching this new season of The Gilded Age on Prime. That's essentially rich people show. What was the British one? Downton Abbey. It's Downton Abbey, but in late 1800s New York. Justin, what's Celtic sending me? Well, let's see. I think it's going to be receipts and the occasional religious tract he likes to send. But let's see. An insight into Celtic's mind. Oh, this is a religious thing. Because he said it's one card. Oh, this is where they're trying to cash in on the Anzacs, which I think is very poor taste on their part. All right, what's in this one? Okay, this is a receipt one. Yes. Is this going to be iced chocolate milk? No, he's been to McDonald's, getting a brekkie wrap and hotcakes. Breakfast of champions. And supermarket one. I feel like it's always like a chocolate bar and iced coffee. That's another religious thing. Ooh, I think this is a new one, actually. You may not have tomorrow. That's true. Eternity is how they go in Sydney. Where will you spend eternity? Since we all face death, we need to ask ourselves, where will I go after I die? In the ground. Feed the worms. That's what happens. God's standard is perfection. Have you ever lied, stolen, hated, looked with lust? We need someone perfect to take our punishment for us. Oh, great. Jesus, these people are fucked in the head. Justin, what's the weirdest thing someone sent me? Apart from Celtic sending me his receipts, you mean? Well, I guess it also depends on your definition of weird, quite honestly. I've had some fun and out there things sent to me. I still have a little handmade plush toy called a Stitch Baby. Container redemption. You've been doing your container deposit stuff. Feel like the Stitch Baby might be around here somewhere, actually. I'm not sure. I always liked it. It was definitely an unusual handmade soft toy. I quite liked it. I kept it. It's around here somewhere. Another receipt. Order number 138. Oh, another McDonald's breakfast. Do you get those after you finish working? That would make sense. If you're doing the graveyard shift, get breakfast before you go home. Oh, look, there's a little sticker that says, please remove with care. I'm going to put that on my undies. Justin, did I get genuine hate mail? Probably the best hate mail I got was from Celtic's pal VD, Video Dude. It was very enhanced. There we go. Dare Espresso. Exactly as predicted. The iced coffee milk. See, most people don't send me hate mail because it costs money to send it and they're not that dedicated. But VD sent some truly unhinged letters. Oh, man, that's fucking good. Yum. Just keep going with this. What's in here? I would, when I had the angry phone, I would occasionally get hate phone calls. Not often, but occasionally. Oh, gosh. Celtic saying the Catholics want my money. They give you a form so they can direct debit your bank account. I'm sorry, the Vatican has enough money. They're not getting any of mine. You're getting your brekkie wrap after your graveyard shit makes sense, Celtic. Another receipt. I've heard you giving just one thing in an envelope. Oh wow, another breakfast order, another brekkie wrap. An insight into your life. Justin and oh yeah, no, Justin. The I haven't had any serious sort of interaction since pre-COVID. Like I just stepped away from it all because I don't know. COVID was a bit much, and I was very much in a life's too short mode. And that's just some weird barcode. Oh, okay. Yes, you've been doing the return containers thing. Every now and then, I do actually think of redoing pre-recorded videos. Definitely not the angry, shouty ones. But then every time I think of it, I've gone, no, there's way more downside than upside to be doing this. Literally a blank piece of paper. Okay. All right. I might pause doing that. There's so many of them. Ugh. And as I always say, where you put your stamps in weird places, it doesn't get postmarked. I could save all the stamps. Oh yes, Justin, I still have the trumped up cards game. It is actually just in the forbidden cupboard of mystery. Another breaker. Look, I'll get it. I'm almost sure it's just here. Let me see if I'm right. Ah! Okay. Da-da-da-da. Oh, now I'm maybe going to be proved wrong. Maybe it's not here. Maybe I moved it somewhere. Because I did sort of do some sorting and reorganizing a while ago. Maybe I moved it. I thought it was just here. I appear to be wrong. Let me have another look over here. Did I put it in one of these drawers? Yes, I did. Oh, I was worried. I completely forgot what I did with it. But it's right here. Okay. Stamps at $1.50. Okay. Trumped up cards. It's gold. Everything Trump loves. The world's biggest deck. Okay, I'm trying to put things in places where they won't fall over. I'm trying to remember what you meant to do here. Get the two halves. We get a card from here. What's on it? All right, so it's like all right, so it's like Cards Against Humanity. So you're like playing with four people. You get like 1, 2, 3, 4. This many cards. Okay, so it's like a base card and answer. So, how will Trump America start winning against Mother Nature again? And randomly go, Trumpty Dumpty, that doesn't work. This one does. A temporary ban on heavy accents. That works. Raising the minimum wage. A smaller than average putter. That's a penis joke. So yeah, it's like Cards Against Humanity. You've all got you have a hand of things, and you know what? I'm going to randomly let's say I don't know how many do we deal. Say we deal like it's like poker. You have 5 cards. So the dealer says, "What's your best answer for this? How will Trump help America start winning against Mother Nature again?" My options are Trump's favorite charity, Wounded but Elusive Warriors, 100% Chinese ties. Negging NATO. Fat shaming Miss Universe. Or a machine gun that fires 1,000 rounds of freedom per minute. So if that was my hand, how would Trump help America start winning against Mother Nature? Definitely. Okay, that's straightforward. It's definitely a machine gun that fires 1,000 rounds of freedom per minute. Madam Butterfly, you could play a strip poker version of this. Like every time you don't win a round, you have to take off an item of clothing. Yes, actually, Justin, several of those had notes explaining context. Like this one. You're damn right Mexico's going to pay for a wall with... Look, I'll just get half a dozen cards. Say these had been dealt to me. How would I answer it? Comforting the comfortable, glamping with Muammar Gaddafi, adult coloring books, weapons grade chemical peels, Sean Penn arm wrestling El Chapo. You're damn right Mexico's going to pay for a wall with... Really only got one noun here. I suppose I could go with weapons grade chemical peels, which is a reference to Trump's skin treatments. I'd probably go with adult coloring books, though. Oh, dude, I couldn't help thinking it myself like, yeah, so that's a card game you play with multiple people, and I'm just here playing with myself. Nothing new there. Suddenly, see, Justin, thank you for this. It's suddenly relevant all over again. With Trump being back. Damn. So funny what's happening with the Epstein files at the moment, with Trump not wanting to release them and saying it's not a thing. I wonder why. I wonder why Trump doesn't want the Epstein files released. What could it possibly be? I mean, half the maggot heads are preemptively excusing Trump for being a pedophile because it doesn't matter because it's Trump. And the other half are foaming at the mouth like, no, goddammit, release the Epstein files. It's truly surreal. No idea where it's going to end up, actually. Because it's also impossible and wild and crazy, this world we live in. Can't possibly predict what's going to happen. Yes, Madam Butterfly, I'm playing with myself because there's no one else here to play. Justin, they probably could update it. There should be heaps of stuff in any update about the Epstein files, quite honestly. Because that seems to be a big deal. Just saying. It's a wild and crazy time. I got these whiskey samples from Home for the Elderly. Whiskey Gonna Rye, Bunnahabin, Tiger Snake. See the Marionette Orange Curacao cask. It's what I was tempted to get. I got to stop spending money on booze. Yes, who doesn't want to play? Oh, Nintendo Lunchbox, yes. The gaslighting with the Trump crew is pretty wild. And Wrestling Days. Pat, how are you doing? It's just, when they started moving away from reality and having alternative facts, it's just like, that's very unsettling. Oh, Justin, yeah, I did say the thing about ChatGPT, a potential Farage prime ministership, but I don't really need ChatGPT to explain to me how bad a Nigel Farage prime ministership for England would be. Pat, you been to the movies? Thank you for the tip of keeping buying alcohol, Celtic. It's funny because I buy it much faster than I drink it because I'm fascinated with the bottles. Like Starwood are bringing out another fucking limited edition, and I have such a weakness for Starwood limited editions. I don't know what to do. Ugh. I'm so tempted. A local distillery I like, the Gospel, who specialize in rye whiskey. They're having an open day a week from Saturday at their distillery, and I'm really tempted to go. And they're doing this thing where you can fill a bottle straight from the barrel. Justin, both probably. Farage, like again, a stupid, self-indulgent, self-obsessed, open racist. Pretty bad option to lead the UK. Oh, yeah. It's so weird with Trump saying the stuff about Rosie O'Donnell. It's like, who gives a shit? It's so weird that he's trying to use that as a distraction from the Epstein stuff. It's just like, dude, no one fucking cares about Rosie O'Donnell. She's been out of the public eye for at least 10 years. Trump's brain is fucking pudding, honestly. I mean, I understand him being genuinely terrified at the idea of the Epstein files getting public because he's in them. Justin, if Farage becomes PM, we become a republic. Well, as I've pointed out multiple times, the Prime Minister is not head of state. The King is. But it is, of course, the parliamentary government who does most of the stuff. Ah, you like the Superman movie, Pat. Lots of people I know like the Superman movie. I think Dr. Abigail was giving it 10 out of 10 as well, actually. Yes, Madam Butterfly, Trump's brain is diarrhea. And his butt. He has to wear the adult diapers all the time. Nothing wrong with that. There's incontinence is not a laughing matter. Justin, yeah, the mind fucking boggles at the idea of Farage's racist party having enough seats to form government. Genuinely disturbing stuff. But I mean, he's just Trump. He's just a British Trump. If he were to get any level of power, even if it was like in a coalition with the Tories and he wasn't prime minister, but if he was to get any level of power, it would just be it's the same fuckery as Trump, but English. He's just like he is so much the same thing. A liar, self-absorbed egomaniac, pandering to racists and ignorant morons. Said Nintendo Lunchbox. Reagan had a poop bag after the assassination attempt. Well, he had brain damage after the assassination attempt, which they covered up. Again, not actually a criticism or a mockery of him. From the injuries, lack of oxygen to his brain, he had brain damage. And it became very apparent in his later life. He definitely had brain damage going into dementia. Justin, you reckon being incompetent as fuck? Bunch of people into. Oh yeah, no. That would be another interesting thing. Farage's party introducing a bunch of yahoos who had no understanding of what they're doing. Nintendo Lunchbox. JFK had significant brain damage. Don, who are we on about? Several people, but we were also talking about the possibility of Nigel Farage forming a government and being prime minister in England, which, if you read the polls, appears to be not impossible. Some people might even say likely. He's a piece of shit. Okay. I just had a random idea of which whiskey I want to use to make an old-fashioned Don. Good Lord. No, there's a whole bunch of hype with all these polls saying if there was an election and Farage ran a lot of his, whatever his friggin' racist party's called, they'd win a lot of seats. They could be the major party in the parliament. Probably not a majority. Nintendo Lunchbox. I wasn't going to make tequila tonight. Mind you, tequila makes a good old-fashioned. I have some aged tequilas. Your idea involves tequila? I have both Reposado and Añejo tequila. Also, a high proof Blanco tequila, which is fun. Instead of like 40% or 80 proof, it's 55% or 110 proof. But I wasn't going to make something that strong. Well, you know what's good with an old fashioned? Mix tequila with mezcal, because mezcal brings this like smokiness into it. No, I have a very specific whiskey in mind. I just have to find it in all my dozens of bottles. Is it out here? Botrytis cask. Jesus, I've got so many Starward bottles. Twofold. That's it, Panettone. Twofold infused with stuff that's meant to taste like Panettone. All right, let us go then, you and I. Sugar syrup. Sugar da 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 da. Oh, honey, honey. You were my candy girl. Got me wanting you. Do, 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 do. I had an idea. Let's kick it up a notch. Oh wait, do I need to bring out another whiskey? It's like an empty space on there. Bring out one of my overflow whiskies. Just a bit of smoke. Australian whiskey that was aged in Lagavulin casks. What do we do? Okay for that? I think I'll bring out the... Oh no, bourbon. I'll bring a bourbon out. It's a neat little bottle. I only got this because it was on a big special, and it actually is pretty good. Makes a good old-fashioned. Anyway, I'll put it there. To remind me... which bitters will we put in? Cranberry. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of black walnut. Just a little, because it's pretty strong. And, oh, that is very strong, that black walnut bitters. Aromatic bitters. All right. Got me a nice, classy, old-fashioned Dos Hombres Mezcal. Last tequilas I bought were a brand I didn't really know. So just in Japan had a non-radical change of government. Party never held government, was incompetent as a result, had to deal with Fukushima. Oh, yeah. Hey, Hannah, stopping in for good vibes. Your bro's transferred to hospital due to pleural effusion, need fluid. Oh, God. Yeah, once pneumonia gets into your chest, into your lungs, it's like, fuck. But hoping all the good stuff for your family. Oh, that's right, Dos Hombres, the Breaking Bad guys, yeah. Super B's having second open heart op sometime next couple of weeks. Oof, baby that's had more surgery than I've had in my life. Oof, that's wild. Yeah. Nintendo Lunchbox. The agave spirits are the ones I know least about. I tend to just have one of each. Well, there are like three types of tequila: the Blanco Silver tequila, the aged tequila Reposado, being rested in barrels, and the even more aged tequila Añejo, and then mezcal. So I tend to have those four, one of each of those in my collection. I also have an Australian agave spirit. It's a little bit smoky and is quite nice, called Black Snake. Yes, Nintendo Lunchbox, lots going on with Hannah's family, and we've got to send all the positive vibes out there. Put some positivity out into the universe. In whichever form your positive intentions take. It's interesting in a competitive democracy, if people know what they're doing regardless of party. And regardless of whether you agree with them, it is true that Australia seems less volatile than both the US and the UK. Hey, Redfoot, how are you doing? Like this idea that Farage could just sweep a huge number of seats in the parliament in the UK with a bunch of clueless fucking yahoos. See, that's the positivity rainbow, Redfoot. Nice. And yeah, the good juju and vibes works first time. Yeah, so we definitely got to do it again. Oh, that's so yummy. Oh, just a little bit smoky and sweet. Fucking yum. I like the drinks I make myself, so yeah. Oh God, yeah. DeSantis in Florida is weird. The US system seems very volatile, but also the presidential system. The fact that the president can just appoint all these people to the cabinet, and they can be a bunch of absolutely incompetent yahoos again. Ugh. Yeah, I always use DeSantis's Florida as an example of how fucked it is, because looking at COVID, like when they refused to take COVID seriously and whatnot, and some people here were upset at the level of lockdowns we had. And honestly, it wasn't great, but it saved lives. How many lives you say? Well, Florida has roughly the same population as Australia, a bit less. And when Australia had 5,000 deaths, Florida had 60 to 70,000 deaths. And in Florida, the deaths were almost definitely underreported by a significant degree. So, yeah, the strict lockdowns in Australia, you can reasonably confidently say saved between 50 and 100,000 lives. And at Difference Australia, we know our politicians are dicks. Make sure they know it. Yeah, it is very weird, the difference between the countries, Hannah, definitely, Justin. Some people in the US that have some political experience. But yeah, but that's what the presidential system does my head in. Like the cabinet in uh, Australia and England are parliamentarians. The cabinet in the US are appointed um, by the president, and if the president's not an idiot, they tend to be experienced. If the president is an idiot, like Trump, uh, tends to be a bunch of wild, crazy things. Nintendo Lunchbox was refusing to handle COVID population control. I don't think it was that coordinated. I think it was just ignorance. Ignorance and bloody mindedness. Well, Redfoot, given that uh, weird guys in masks and no ID can kidnap you off the street in the US at the moment, yeah, you don't really seem to have any rights. I mean, clearly you have less rights, fewer rights. You have fewer rights if you have brown skin. But once they start just taking people off the street and denying due process, no one has any rights. It's brought home. You have as much rights as the authoritarians in control allow you to have. Oh yeah, no, Hannah, Trump's cabinet are terrible. Nintendo Lunchbox, I'd welcome you to Australia. Definitely. It's definitely not perfect here, but I do prefer it here. Project Redfoot, your brother's blonde, blue-eyed, never been bothered. No, that does reduce your chances of getting bothered by a cop. That Justin Farage, you'd have no choice but to appoint people who have no clue. That is interesting. Yeah, his entire party would be people with no clue. You're right. But is that better, Justin, that Trump isn't forced to do it, but does it anyway? Like terrible, terrible people. Like RFK in charge of health, that's psychotic. And I'll pick you up at the airport. Okay. Yeah, Hannah, there's definitely a 1940s Germany vibe in the US. It's quite concerning. Oh, that's a good fucking drink. But I will drink some mineral water next, I think. I'm going to be a good boy. Drink some because it's only Tuesday. We don't want to get wiped out. I had two light cocktails and one heavy one. So time for some mineral water after this. Madam Bella, drag yourself. Oh, yes, for work. Dragging yourself out of bed. Stay late at work. Damn, that sucks. But, we're here for moral support, Madam Butterfly. Oh, that's so nice. Oof. Yeah, so I keep all these local distilleries are having events and special things, and come along. And I went, I kind of want to. I need to stop spending money though. Hannah, lucky the education system, US population don't know enough global history to identify the pattern. Yeah, and they're destroying the education system, even though it wasn't great to start with. Nintendo Lunchbox. Oh, yes, Trump saying Alcatraz should be reopened. Yeah, the alligator Alcatraz. It should be, just call it the alligator Auschwitz, really. It's a death camp. That is true, Justin. Of the people Trump has appointed, Marco Rubio probably has the most experience. It's extremely funny that people who shit talked Trump absolutely drop any principles and suck up to him just to get at power. Yeah, Redfoot. History may not repeat, but it rhymes. It has patterns, definitely. There's definite patterns. Oh my God, that's so fucking nice. Yeah, I'm a boozer. What are you going to do about it? I've had this. I feel good now, probably because I'm chatting with such fine people who give me a bit of energy and effervescence. Um, but God, I had this whole fatigue thing today. Every time I think I'm getting better, it comes back at me. So since the third time I had COVID, I've had essentially a quite mild form of long COVID. Just this fatigue. Like it doesn't stop me from functioning, but I just go, oh God, this fucking sucks. Like some people where they get the serious um fatigue stuff, like they're literally bedridden for months or even years. I'm not bedridden. I'm just kind of like, oh, this fucking sucks. But because I'm chatting to fun people, I feel invigorated. Oh yeah, Nintendo Lunchbox. I was talking about that earlier. The Trump ass kisses. Well, the Epstein files, I've seen there's two camps. There are the ones that are preemptively pardoning Trump for being a pedophile because he's their guy. They're straight up saying, yeah, sure, maybe he's into that stuff, but he's our guy. And the other half are like, release the Epstein files, goddammit. So who knows what's going to happen. Yes, Nintendo Lunchbox. We've talked about her before, physics girl. There's a particular illness that not everyone who has long COVID has, but it's the absolutely debilitating thing. Like she was bedridden for a year and very slowly gets better. But it's also this thing like you go, I feel better. I'm going to do a thing. And you do something for one day and then you're fucked for multiple days or a week or 2 weeks. It's so I always say to people like, I hope you got a plan for being disabled because holy shit, there are a million things that could happen to any of us without warning, which would result in a massively life altering disability. Sorry, Celtic, I'm just trying to decipher your comment. I thought for a second you were saying you're in the Epstein files, but you're on the side of people saying it should be released. Yeah, Redfoot, look, honestly, no matter who's in government, wanting truth might be a bit much, but Trump absolutely is like fucking allergic to the truth. And he's just a self-serving egomaniac. It's well, what's really funny, I see, some leftists, progressives in the US going like, oh my God, these right-wing chuds trying to scare me with when I say Epstein files should be released, get Trump and the others, because they go, oh, Bill Clinton's in there. I'm like, fine, fucking throw Bill Clinton's ass in jail. I don't fucking care. He's a piece of shit. And Bill Gates it's hilarious that the right are being railing against Bill Gates. Bill Gates is definitely in the Epstein files. It's why he got divorced. Because his wife is like, you have to stay away from this fucking Epstein guy. And Gates is like, I don't want to. He apparently likes the Epstein stuff. Pat, what am I doing today, buddy? I went to work, but I came home at lunchtime because I had this whole fatigue thing. I wasn't feeling well. Ray's, you've been in bed for 3 days. Damn. Is that like you're still recovering from the surgery? Getting the schnoz fixed? We're going to get more great stories about the amount of blood you're coughing up. Oh man, that is good. But now I'm going to be responsible. Yes, I know. Redfoot, who wants to protect who? It's a whole thing. Justin, the UK is not great. I guess it's a question of perspective. Who's cropping it harder, the UK or the US? Blood clots and shit on the nasal wash. Damn. Well, it was pretty significant surgery, but hopefully it's for the better. It works in your favor. I want to shake this one for this. I'm making a coconut rum. So it's all cloudy now, but if I leave it for like a day or so, it clears and separates. It's white rum with sweetened condensed coconut milk in it. You shake it, it goes all cloudy. So I want the flavors to infuse, but then you let it sit and it all separates. But I'm gonna leave it there, I don't know, for another week or so, shake it every day or so, and then eventually filter out the solids from the sweetened condensed coconut milk, and then just get a sweet coconut rum liqueur. Yeah, Brexit definitely sucks, Justin. Also, Trump's tariffs are going to destroy the US economy. Redfoot, the bloodsuckers. Oh yeah, no. The fucking oligarchs in the US are scum. Pat, thank you for the wishes that I'm okay. I'm mostly okay. But I feel tired a lot. Like not sleepy tired, just physically tired. And I was not great this afternoon. I had to have a sleep. I had to have a nana nap. And I'm still feeling this, ugh. But, having a drinky and having a good chat here on the stream, it's probably the best I felt all day, actually. But anyway, not going back into the office till next Monday, so that's good. Always feels good to think about that. But I'm hoping I sleep really soundly tonight, and I may be a bit more energetic tomorrow. But yeah, it was like pre-lunch. I was like, oh, this does not feel good. Okay, I'm just going to hang around. I got another meeting, and then I'm going to fuck off home, honestly, just so I can lie down. Ray's back on the 21st. Well, back at work on the 21st? Yes. Nintendo Lunchbox. It is the combination of booze and the internet that has lifted my mood. But now I'm trying to be responsible and drink some mineral water. All right. Well, I hope you're, in fine fighting form by the 21st. What day is that? That's next Monday. Okay. So Redfoot, you bought South Korean drinks called Jinro. Oh, some of the Korean drinks are yum. I don't know that I've had Jinro. What's the other one? Soju? Some of those South Korean alcoholic beverages are very yummy. Ray, as you finish your HR license, off to the mines. Well, that's where the money is in WA, isn't it? Because you deserve someone to pay you a proper amount for the work you do. Hard-working man needs to get paid for his shit. Damn, yeah, that's pretty good. 130K starting in the mines. Nice. And are you would that job be like keeping order in the mines? Because they're full of young idiots who are being paid too much. Like guys straight out of uni getting 100K. Oh, Nintendo Lunchbox, the mines definitely need HR people or maybe security people from Razor's perspective. They're basically, the staff is just a bunch of young idiots. Oh, okay, so you're not a mine going offside? Okay. Justin, your old boss mogged to your department. Yeah, well, what are we waiting for in Victoria? The Silver Report, which the whole thing is going to be provided by the end of June. And we got an update this week like, oh, yeah, the silver report has been provided, but no one's saying anything about it. And it'll be months before there's an official public statement on what the government's going to do in light of the silver report. So everyone in the public sector gets to still feel paranoid. And Brian, yeah, oh no, 100K straight out of uni. Yeah, particularly engineering guys. I remember years ago, I was working Yarra Valley Water, and they were having so much trouble getting engineers because the mining companies in Western Australia were just offering so much fucking money. And like a public sector utility can't afford to compete. Nintendo Lunchbox, you have gold and silver investments. Classy. Sorry, security in the mines underpaid. Share room or pay rent. Oh, okay. So you're just going to get a good paying job in the mines. Nice. Ah, yeah, Justin. The Victorian government has some financial stuff, but it's also they're the government, man. They money is imaginary. But yeah, they are going to cut the public sector. It's just gonna happen. In fact, the basic thing they're saying, because they've gotten a lot of the fixed term contracts, which the unions don't like for the obvious reasons, and that anyone whose contract runs out, just don't renew it. Cut numbers that way. Nintendo Lunchbox. Another good investment is Lego. Well, crypto is suddenly big, like Bitcoin's at its highest ever. And it's so funny as like some people are going, it's got to go, so much higher by the end of the decade, it'll be 4 times higher than it is now. Whereas some people who I think are kind of sensible are saying, or it's got a crater because there is no intrinsic value in it. So Nintendo Lunchbox, when you say Lego, the toys, not the sticks. I'm not sure what you meant, but I know you meant the toys. I know crypto's a scam. It's just it's a shell game. It's a question of if you get in and get out at the right time, you can make obscene amounts of money, but the whole thing is just corrupt. Oh yes, no, Justin, I didn't literally mean the state government can print money. You are absolutely right. It's a Fed thing. You're completely right. I just meant, but they are the government. Yeah, sorry. Sticks, stocks. Okay, buy toys. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I got a friend who actually has a business buying and selling Lego. I don't think he makes a fortune from it, but he makes a living from it. Yeah, mind you, yes, stocks are only marginally less bullshit than crypto, quite honestly. But who knows? People who've got money in crypto will either make out like bandits or be completely stuffed. The Nintendo Lunchbox, you what? Just live okay. Yeah, look, I don't want to be filthy rich. I just want to not have to worry. Celtic, do I have investments? Not a lot, not as much as I should. Some stuff through the bank, which after a couple rough years is finally doing better. Basically, stuff that I've held for, I don't know, 5 to 10 years is finally doing okay for me. Brian, did I read about the 50K donation to anti-Semitism envoy Jins? It was a husband, wasn't it? Yeah. Who knew Zionists were right-wing racist fuckwits? Honestly. Yeah. It's ridiculous. No, see, now you're getting complicated, Justin. Some countries put your money in another currency to protect its value. You're getting complicated for me, but I'm not a finance guy. I'm not. Not at all. But some stuff in managed funds with banks, and it's like, okay, after a couple of shit years, it actually seems okay at the moment. I don't know. Red for you. Have you heard those guys? A scammer going on investment in me is an investment user. I mean, you get people like who's the most famous of those self-help gurus? Anthony Robbins. You get people who are completely sold, and Anthony Robbins is a very what's the right word? I'm not going to say something negative about him. He's like a seductive speaker, enticing speaker, and you get these people who are totally devoted to him. And they just keep paying to go to his things. It's like, I don't know, are you rich yet? He is. Oh, you Celtic, you definitely don't want to respond to a scam caller who's invest in crypto. I mean, I don't particularly recommend it, but Jesus, if I could go back in time to when Bitcoin was basically worthless and build up a couple dozen Bitcoin, and now it's over $100,000 a Bitcoin. So there'd be stuff that literally at the start was of almost no value is now worth millions. It's freaking wild. Nintendo, you just thrown out Anna Kendrick. She's cute. No argument here, my friend. Justin, oh, you're definitely in the Qantas hack with your frequent flyer stuff. I got a thing saying I was in it just because I signed up for a Qantas account at one point, even though I haven't flown anywhere in 10 years. Oh no, Redfoot multi-level marketing. So many people get sucked into that. Um, it's evil fucking shit pyramid schemes. So evil. And it's just like, damn. And also, it's a combination of it's a scam and you lose your money, but they also try to get you to fuck over your family and friends. It's ridiculous. Kelsey, you get a scam caller, so you kept babbling like a confused old man to keep him on the line. Yeah, keep him on the line so he doesn't scam other people. Redfoot, it's legal as long as you sell something tangible. Yeah, but you get the stuff, but we were talking about this on a recent stream. I was looking up the big ones like Mary Kay and Life and ugh. Yes, Justin Teller. Sorry, Justin Teller. Justin Penn and Teller did do a thing on their bullshit series about multi-level marketing. I enjoy most of Penn and Teller, or in fact, I agree with most of what Penn and Teller said. But they did do one where I went, "Oh, this is bullshit," where they were talking about bans on smoking and basically saying it's a bad idea. And it's like, well, I'm really glad you've said something stupid because I'd hate to slavishly adhere to everything you say. Nintendo Lunchbox had a chance to buy Bitcoin at $400. Oh yeah, we all had that opportunity. It makes you sad. You would have sold it at $1,000. Yeah, I mean, you doubled it. Why wouldn't you sell it there? And now it's over 100,000. Yeah, it doesn't bear thinking about, really. Oh, yes, Avon's probably the longest running fucking multi-level marketing scam. Redfort, yes. Oh, I don't think I saw the bullshit episode about recycling, but I do know a lot of recycling is bullshit. Done properly, it's a good thing, but a lot of the recycling industry is bullshit. Ugh. You randomly made me think of Killer Mike had a sort of documentary series on, I think it was on Netflix a few years ago. And it was interesting because I think Killer Mike is a very interesting and intelligent guy. Killer Mike, a Black American rapper, uh, besides doing stuff in his own name, he's quite famous for Run the Jewels, um, with a white guy, LP. But yes, Killer Mike is cool. I like Killer Mike. Um, his doco series was interesting. He was trying to challenge things. The one episode I was really into that I really liked and I thought was really interesting and compelling. He's talking about trying to keep money in the black community, like spend money at black owned businesses. And that used to be easier. And wow, I think he did reference the story about um, the really successful thing in the early 20th century, Black Wall Street. Was it? White people got really freaked out at black people being rich and successful and literally attacked them and burnt everything to the ground. But anyway, so there's all these statistics about white money stays in white communities 90% of the time. Asian money stays in Asian communities like 40% of the time. Black money stays in black communities 5% of the time. There just aren't black owned businesses. And he was really highlighting how difficult it was. Yeah, what was Black Wall Street? What was that's the colloquial name for it, Redfoot. What was the actual name? I'm trying to remember. But literally, white people fucking burnt it to the ground. Um, Nintendo Lunchbox, I am looking forward to the new King of the Hill. And Kelsey, you heard a Chinese guy try to recruit you to multi-level marketing. Wouldn't fuck off until I told him I'd hit him and report him to ASIO for being a Chinese spy. That would work. Oh, yes, I know of that documentary, Good Hair. Was that a Spike Lee documentary? Women's Hair? I know of that doco. I haven't seen it. I love how autocorrect is fucking with you tonight, Nintendo Lunchbox. It's a Chris Rock doco. Okay. Yeah, I know of that doco. I haven't. Thank you, Tulsa. Yes, Project Redfoot. Black Wall Street was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they were incredibly successful. They were doing really well, and fucked up white racists burnt it to the fucking ground. It's wild. There was a streaming series, Watchmen. It was like a spin-off of the graphic novel and movie Watchmen, and a lot of people shit talked. I actually thought it was really good. It was centered around black people, and it actually started with the Tulsa riots, and it was fascinating because this was quite a few years ago. This series came out, and it was fascinating seeing online a number, probably not just Americans, people around the world going, "Oh my god, that stuff about the Tulsa riots, that was real? That was a real thing that happened?" Like, yeah, it was. Really fucking was. Celtic, people in the multi-level marketing stuff, it does border on extortion. They browbeat you and threaten you. Oh god, now I feel compelled to bring up my Scientology story again. Uh, I'm re-listening to an audiobook at the moment. I'm into audiobooks because I can listen to them while I'm doing stuff. That's not going to show up. Is it going to show up? The Dawn of Everything: A New History of Humanity by David Graeber and David Wengrow. I think David Graeber actually died. Anyway, really good lefty political, philosophical, social view of human history. It's well worth it. It's the second time I'm listening to it because I think I only take half the stuff in when I listen to audiobooks because I've got ADHD, undiagnosed. That gets I get distracted very easily, so it's worth re-listening to the non-fiction stuff that I get. Um, It's really good. Just challenging all the ideas about an authoritarian structure of society, and arguing it's not inevitable. And there are historical examples of large scale civilizations that aren't authoritarian. Oh god, yeah, okay. Nintendo Lunchbox. YouTube does censor comments. It's not me, but yeah, if you use the wrong words or wrong phrases, YouTube will actually censor your comment and I won't see it. It's legit real. What's the Top Fans thing doing tonight? Celtic's number 1, Mofo is number 2, Madam Butterfly's number 3. But everyone's in there. It's all good. Yeah, I have no control about YouTube censoring things. So, yeah, it's friggin' wild. So that does happen occasionally. People saying, I'm putting stuff in there and it's not coming up. And sometimes it's obviously a complete failure of YouTube censorship because what the person's trying to post is not at all contentious or whatnot, but it's just like, fuck, there we go. It's just fucked up, man. Okay, here's the dangerous thing. I'm almost finished the mineral water. We were talking tequila earlier, feeling like doing something with tequila. Nintendo Lunchbox say, free Luigi. Look. Free Luigi. That's been quiet for a while, hasn't it? What is the actual status of Luigi Mangione's court case at the moment? Because it would be hilarious if the cops and the prosecution fucked up something with their process and he got freed on a technicality. I don't think that's going to happen. But it's also amazing to me there has not been any copycat things. Oh, yeah, raise the status he's fucked, definitely. But the whole thing with him getting the attention, I'm so amazed there hasn't been copycat stuff. Redfoot, Bill Burr keeps yelling every microphone. Bill Burr is pretty fucking funny. Yes, Nintendo Lunchbox. Was he Ted Bundy? Oh no. Well, okay, Ted Bundy was just awful, but they are both good looking and charismatic. Yeah, if and when the Luigi Mangione case finally gets through the courts, it'll be fascinating because they're just going so hard because the establishment is clearly terrified at the idea of vigilantes going after corporate demons because there are so many corporate demons in the US and in the world generally. The sort of pop cultural aspect of the Luigi Mangione thing, they're terrified of it. Rays takes a special type of crazy to be able to do some shit. Oh, holy shit. Everything about his case is weird and does my head in. Thank you for saying the hat is sexy, Celtic. Sent to me by Charlie, Home for the Elderly. Oh god, in this, what else is there in this big box set that I haven't done? What's this? Oh god, no, that's from Celtic. We've got music trivia questions in here. Music trivia. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this? The two-handed tapping technique is which guitarist's trademark? Is that Eddie Van Halen, Steve Vai, or Cornell Dupree? Jesus Christ. These questions are so fucking esoteric. Oh no, Nintendo Lunchbox accidentally smoked weed at 4:20 a.m. What are you going to do next? Jesus Christ, these questions are so... Okay, so here's the thing. Which album was the biggest success for Australia's In Excess in the 1980s? Was it Underneath the Colours, Kick, or The Swing? That's a good Aussie question there. Nintendo Lunchbox, we're at the weird stage in Australia. I feel like how weed went in the US was it's illegal, then medicinal marijuana was legal, then medicinal marijuana became a joke in that there were just all these dispensaries signing um, prescriptions willy-nilly. Then states started legalizing marijuana. We're at the dispensaries just being a joke stage. So maybe it'll be legal easy. Ray's and Nintendo Lunchbox both went for Kick as In Excess's biggest album. It was Kick. You're right. And incidentally, the two-handed tapping technique was Eddie Van Halen. Oh, okay. This is a fun one. This is a rap question. Which rapper, famous for the single Party Up, was released from prison in 2011? Was it raised? Australia won't legalize weed because majors are fucked about the subject. It's a whole thing. Raise, yes, I knew you'd get it. Raise DMX. I didn't even have to give the options. It was DMX. Party Up. X gonna give it to you. Project Redfoot, you're close with Parappa the Rapper, honestly. What do you have to do? Lunch, what do you know what? I think I'm going to make a cheeky tequila drink. Cheeky agave drink, anyway. Yes, the album Dark Man X. Oh. Okay. Let's fucking go. Do a bit of this sugar syrup. I should not drink more alcohol. I can fucking feel it. But I'm a crazy man. No one can stop me. All right. So we have Tapatio 110. Blanco Tequila. No. I'm going to put that much in here, actually. Tequila. But it needs some mezcal. Gotta put some mezcal in there. But just half an ounce. All right. I think this needs some chocolate bitters. Wait, what's this one? Tapatio Añejo. And that's only 38%. So for some reason, Tapatio do high-proof white Blanco Silva tequila and a lower-proof Añejo. It's chocolate mole bitters. Aztec chocolate. And we will do aromatic as well. All right, cheeky agave drink before bedtime. Ah. Redfoot, you're just playing. Yes, I know you've been up all night. That's all good. But it's the whole thing. Do you like margaritas? I like margaritas actually. When we last date night, Mrs. Angry went to place. We had a coconut margarita and a blood orange margarita. The blood orange margarita was good, like 8 out of 10, but the coconut margarita, really good, like 9 out of 10. Redfoot stopped drinking a few hours ago. Drinking cocoa with peppermint. Nice. See, we talk about Christmas in July because it's our winter. I've got some eggnog that I basically made to take into work. I'm going to have to remind my team, hey, Christmas in July. When's everyone who wants a drink of the eggnog going to be in the office in the next couple of weeks? And I'll bring it in. Ninja just go back. I had to race downstairs. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, that's fucking classy. Ooh, the smoke. Oh, I love the smoke from mezcal. Baked the heart of the agave plant. You like a salt rim on margarita? You know what I'm going to experiment with? I've been saving the curds. When I make clarified cocktails, you add a cocktail with some acid content to milk, and the milk separates into curds and whey, and the curds filter the cocktail and clarify it. But the curds are still there, and they can have a really good flavor, and I've been saving them. I'm going to make some and powder it to be a rim on a cocktail. Celtic, start a religion, angry communion is cocktails. Hell yeah, an old fashioned for cocktail. Ray's, you having dinner? Got to stand. Oh no, you got to stand up. I had an easy dinner. I was just like microwaved freaking light and easy spaghetti bolognese. It's pretty tasty. Oh, actually, salt in the drink. I should actually put a couple of drops of saline in this. Where's my saline? Because a saline solution is a flavor enhancer, like putting salt on food. Just a couple of drops. I have to make up a fresh saline solution, actually. That's almost gone. 80% water, 20% salts. A couple of drops of saline really brings out the flavor in a cocktail. Oh, fuck yeah. That's saucy. That's got a bit of kick. That's what we like. Something with a bit of character. Freaking going off, man. All right. It's definitely the last alcohol I'm drinking. Maybe want to. Do I want to get in a little bit of water? I'm not opening another can of mineral water. Don't want to drink that much. My fucking bladder will explode, man. I have to get up multiple times during the night to pee. It'll build up. And I don't want that. Maybe I shouldn't have done the chocolate bitters in this. Oh, that's still pretty fucking good, though. Yeah, let's get some fucking air on a choice. Nintendo lunchbox at a pub. Oh, yes, definitely just get half. Oh, you asked for half the rim to be salted, and they put salt in the drink. Dang. No, that's not good. I agree with you, actually. Only salting some drinks have a sugary rim. I only put it on half the rim. You should have the choice whether or not to sip the drink or the flavored rim. It should definitely only be half the rim, in my opinion. So you have the choice. Kind of looking forward to this Saturday night, date night. is a place where the guy who manages it just really loves how much Mrs. Angry and I are into the cocktail, and he'll make special things for us, and he'll do special things for us, and it's just like, yeah, dude, do it. Like he tells us like, oh, I've been reading like these cocktail books, and I found this, and I went, yeah, dude, what have you been working on? I want, just make me what you've been working on. That's one of my measurements on how good a place is. If someone's experimental, if I just say to them, hey, you know what I like? I like this, that, and the other. So what does that make you think of? What does that inspire you to do? Go ahead and make me for it. Oh, that's nice. You're at a pub. You said, give me whatever. Mint julep. Mint julep's a nice drink. A classic. Absolute fucking classic. It's a good summer drink. I'm not sure you want a mint julep in the middle of winter because it tends to be just piled high with crushed ice. But if someone gives you a mint julep in summer, I don't usually make mint juleps, but if someone served me one, I'd be fine with it. I just love this guy. Jake is his name. Not just making cocktails. Last time we went to his venue, he's like, "Oh, there's a thing I want to do for you," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, whatever you want to do, we're up for it." And he did this because he's worked all around the world. Like he trained in Paris for a while. There was this thing with cognac, French brandy, and it's a relatively high proof French brandy. He's got these two glasses, and he basically lights it on fire and pours it from glass to glass, and it basically it burns off a little bit of the alcohol, but it warms the drink up, and then he serves it to us, and we've got this warm cognac. It's fucking nice. And that is, yes, I have been to Vegas, Nintendo Lunchbox, definitely summer or year in Vegas. So yeah, someone could serve you a mint julep anytime in Vegas. Was that it's the official drink of the Kentucky Derby? Mint julep is the official drink of the Kentucky Derby. At Redfoot, if you ask for a half salted rim, they'd ask you who died and made you king. I mean, places should do you the drink the way you ask for it. You don't go to classy places. I go to some pretty classy places, I have to admit. But if I go to an ordinary or dive bar, I'm not going to give them a hard time. Celtic, the official drink of the Angry Stream is the Snosberry Fizz. And that's like an ounce and a half of gin, an ounce and a half of whiskey, and top it with bubbles. Whatever you like in bubbles. Soda water, mineral water, lemonade, Prosecco, champagne, whatever you like. But that's the official drink of the Angry Stream. The Snosberry Fizz, which were inspired by, I visited the Patient Wolf Distillery with Dr. Abigail and Kirsten. And the guy there made it for us. He had another name for it, but we ended up... Oh, and the gin should actually be a fruity gin, like a slow gin. So Snosberry Fizz is a Willy Wonka reference. The snosberries taste like snosberries. So it should be a fruity gin. Yes, Redfoot fizzberries taste like fizzberries. So it should be a fruity gin, a whiskey, and top it with bubbles. That simple. Tall glass, ice, all these things. So that's the official drink at the stream, the Snosberry Fizz. But if you want what's my number one drink, is definitely the old fashioned. But you can experiment so much with the template of the old fashioned spirit sugar bitters. Oh, just had to get that out of my system. I feel like I should duck out and get a little bit of water because I should hydrate a bit, but I don't want to open a whole can of mineral water. Dire skydiving? Is this a false memory? Oh no! I've hung out with Mr. Safety a couple times. We were in. It was those things. We weren't skydiving. It's this thing where you're in this thing and there's an air jet which will float you, and it's like fake skydiving. Was that in Vegas? I think that was in LA. Yeah, indoor skydiving. They tend to have a name for it, but it's basically you're in this contained thing that has these really strong fans firing air up. And I was really bad at it because I'm uncoordinated and unfit. But Mr. Safety was actually really good at it. But then you would see the guys who worked in the place who were really good at it, and they would do somersaults and in the air and stuff. It was friggin' wild. Did I like LA? I like being in LA. With I think okay. Now I want to bring it up. Where's YouTube? Am I logged into YouTube in here at all? Wait, why the fuck did that come? Oh, geez, that's so fucking weird. Oh, wait, I think I am here. Okay. Yep, okay, that's my channel. Where's my videos? Okay, I'm going to share a video. Mr. Safety. Sky. Was it flying? Yes, flying with Mr. Safety. Okay, let's do it. This is from December 2008, this video. Okay. Let's friggin' share this. Okay, just for fun. Flying with this is just like a 3-minute video.
All right, where are we, Corey?
We are at the Universal City Walk in Universal City, California.
All right. Is anyone going to go on the wind tunnel?
Depends on how much it costs.
I guess so.
I really think Andrew should be going.
StreamYard's doing weird shit to me.
This simulates free falling. Hey, look, someone's going to go in.
I was like a jet turbine starting up now.
Yeah, Ray's 2008.
This is pretty awesome.
Yeah. 17 years ago. Fucking
Corey's
hell.
trying to convince
Look
me
at
to go in
me
there.
17
Don't know if
years
I'm going to
ago.
do it, but it looks pretty wild.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going in that thing in a minute. So this might be the last time I speak to camera. I might have a heart attack while I'm in there. Last look around.
can you all hear the audio from this? Because I can't.
Wish me luck,
This
viewers.
browser's doing stupid shit to me. I have to put on special suits. Doing our spacewalk in our special suits. Yeah, there was a kid who was really good at it.
Yeah,
And I was shit compared to this kid.
right about now.
Is that me first? Like, I am so bad at this.
NSG
I'm so
mindset.
uncoordinated. This guy's trying desperately to get me to float and stuff, and I'm so bad. Like, I fucking
Okay,
suck.
rude boy, step out of my face. Shut your mouth, you're about to get blazed. Then I smack you up, hit you with a mace. Till the blood drips right down up your face. Chat shit to me, I'm gonna beat up your mom. And everybody know I got a loaded gun. I'm gonna tie up your sister just for fun. Gonna
God,
come up
I'm
your ass
so
and burn
fucking
it down.
bad.
9 million.
I am
That
so
goes.
unathletic and so...
That goes.
See, we're floating a bit now. See?
That goes.
I'm flying now.
I've got a rocket launcher. Yeah, I'm a bad.
Mr. Safety, who is so much better than me. I'm fucking terrible.
Yeah. The microphone.
Would I do it again? Like, no. And he's having fun.
And again, microphone. You get burned.
Look at this guy who's the professional. Look at what he can fucking do. Like, holy shit. That guy is so good. Look at him. Holy shit. That's effortless. Dude, I suck so much. But Corey was so much better. This guy's amazing. This is his job. He does this all every day. I could have done that if I really wanted to. Oh my God. I was so fucking bad at that, honestly. You think the guy would be deaf because of the air pressure? I feel like that guy was also really frustrated with me because I was so shit at it. And he's trying to make it happen. And I'm just kind of fucking useless. But Corey was so much better. God, I was so bad at that. Oh. Oof. I was also thinking on my channel, how many Mr. Safety videos do I have? I have so many. Making hotel room s'mores. Australian wildlife. Road tripping with Mr. Safety, in Adelaide with Mr. Safety, on a boat, Hollywood, interactive telephone game. Mr. Safety says, say no. Okay, actually, you know what? I want to play you this one. It's like 11, it was 11 seconds. This is just, we were in Melbourne Central. Hey, Home Fidelity, dude, fucking, you're here, man. Just hang. Raise your tensed up, head to shit into the right position, clench free hands. Oh, yeah, no, it's not so much that I was scared. I'm just really uncoordinated. Yeah, Nintendo Lunchbox, you started a thing. Okay. Oh, God, what have I done here? Okay. Want to share screen. This is just a 10-second video. It's very silly. It's in Melbourne Central. But it's Mr. Safety says, say no to crack.
This is Mr. Safety reminding you to say no to crack.
Okay, kind of bad form, but it was just funny. We were there in a shopping mall and someone was sitting there with their ass crack showing. That aged well. Yeah, just couldn't resist. I also got him, I made him watch Two Girls, One Cup. He'd never seen it before. Ray's, he's good, actually. He's got a family. He's got kids. He just keeps reinventing himself. He's fucking amazing, quite honestly. Over the last 20 years, like he's reinvented himself like half a dozen times, and he does quite amazing stuff. Celtic, I've never actually properly watched Two Girls One Cup. I have recorded other people reacting to Two Girls One Cup. I have a Dalek reacts to Two Girls One Cup, and um, uh, Mr. Safety reacts to Two Girls One Cup. And yeah, Ray's his Mean Kitty song, I think possibly still has the record for the most views of a cat video on YouTube. And I got to hang out with Sparta, his cat. No, what are we doing? What the fuck is this? Okay. I'm just going to do a quick search on YouTube because I am intrigued as to what is the current view count for Mean Kitty, because it was outrageous, really. And what was funny, because I know with Corey, his he did not see that as being a bigger video than any of other videos. It's got 92 million views at the moment. He posted it 17 years ago. It was just like another quirky music video he had, because his little kitty Sparta, it was kind of mean, and he made up this song, The Mean Kitty, and it's got over 90 million views now. Most viewed cat video. But yeah, I would love to go back to the US, hang out with Corey, meet his wife and kids. Because I haven't seen him for ages. And anytime I talk to him online, he's like, yeah, dude, come over anytime you want. I would like to do it. But yeah, you know, he's amazing. He's definitely, like, he talks about ADHD being his superpower. He's just managed to reinvent himself so many times. And most recently, he's been doing both animation and motion capture stuff. He's an incredibly creative person. Raze, I haven't said exactly the most polite things about that man. What have I said? Geez, dude, Raze, I'm worried about going to the US. I would be fucking kicked out at the border, honestly. Maybe I'm old enough that if they say they want to see my social media, I just go, I'm old. I don't have social media. You think I could bond with Trump because we're both pissed off at Elon now? Maybe. Maybe. Oof, I don't want to pay for a trip to the US and then be denied entry because there's stuff on record of me saying Trump is a poo-poo head. Me and Trump could both go and crack windows on Teslas. No, what's it? The fucking Cybertruck. Jesus Christ, that thing's a fucking disaster, honestly. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Wow. Wow, I'm getting some really weird video recommendations. A bartender in Tokyo shares the. I swear to God, again, another thing. If I fucking win lotto, or I freaking have some money, definitely want to go to Japan, but take my kids who both speak Japanese. My daughter in particular is fluent, and want to go to some of those really cool, tiny Japanese bars. And then just lunchbox. I think it's fair to say the First Amendment doesn't mean anything. There is no free speech in the US. The Trump regime will viciously punish people for saying things. Raise, you're in a Tesla. What? Teslas are fine cars. I don't know, but the Cybertruck is fucking stupid. It is genuinely fucking stupid. And of course, there's a whole spectrum of Tesla models. I have nothing in particular against Teslas as a car, but the Cybertruck is fucking stupid. I did see locally, I saw a Tesla recently that had the bumper stickers like, bought it before we knew Elon was a fascist, which is super funny that people get that bumper sticker on their Teslas. Who knows, man? It's like, it's a bunch of dumb bullshit. Okay. Nintendo Lunchbox, I think we can say bad things about Tesla because Trump and Musk are fighting at the moment. So we can shit talk Musk and Twitter and Tesla, and it's fine. Every time when people talk about, oh, it's not Twitter, it's X, I want to do Grandpa Simpson and go, I'll be dead in the cold, cold ground before I call Twitter X. Yes, I am somewhat Grandpa Simpson. Actually, I just randomly... How old is Homer Simpson supposed to be? So we're saying Homer is 39. So how old is Grandpa Simpson supposed to be? 83. How the fuck is he 83 and Homer's 39? So he had Homer when he was 44, which, okay, not that unreasonable. But he's also Homer is also Abraham's only legitimate son. So he was 44. So he's married for like 20 plus years without a child? Good Lord. That's a weird statistical thing. Also, there was a thing with The Simpsons that I never got till Jon Stewart pointed out on The Daily Show. Because, okay, so like, Homer's 39. And Bart's 10. But they have these storylines where Homer and Marge are teenagers and Homer gets Marge pregnant. But if Homer's 49 and Bart's 10, sorry, 39. 20. So there's 10 missing years. I thought I had Mrs. Angry's going to bed. I'm going to bed soon. So there's 10 missing years. And I never got that till Jon Stewart pointed it out on The Daily Show. Also, it's a cartoon. It does make sense. Nintendo Lunchbox, you're right. Ooh, Raze, you want to go in November to go to the NFL? I've been in the US for the 4th of July. Friggin' awesome. Get all the fireworks. And I've been there for Halloween. Friggin' awesome. I do kind of want to be in the US on Thanksgiving and do mad fucking Thanksgiving shit, and at Christmas as well. Yeah, but here's the thing. So Homer and Marge, Marge got pregnant when she was a teenager to Homer, but also they didn't get pregnant till they were 29. It's fucking wild. Oh God, what old school video did you post on the Discord, Celtic? Let me see. Racist misstaring room. Oh God. Oh, AIDSy's wearing the racist Asian stereotype mask. Jesus. Okay, let's do this one before bed. Wait, how long is the video? 2 minutes. Okay. Sorry. Let's just do this one before bedtime with the racist mask, not mark, mask. Okay. Good. Do this, then I'm going to go to bed. Where are we? And we'll put me down here. This is all thanks to Celtic. And for reasons
G'day,
I don't
viewers. A
understand,
lot
I
of
can't
people have
hear
been
this.
saying they miss the angry mask. So here I am right now, old school rant, angry mask and all.
I got one. I got two.
You've got one
I
what?
got an angry mouse too. Can I play? Come on, let me play.
Oh
I
God, the
got
mind
one.
box. Okay, come on.
Where's your mask? That's
It's here. I got it.
all right. Let's in action. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Mr. Solly, Mr. Angry, Mr. Solly. I got an angry mouse too on. I am counting all that glitter on your chair because I am so good at mathematics.
Oh no.
Mr. Solly, I have upset you already. Let me get you the one-ton combination.
Can we just? Oh.
I am terribly dishonored to be dishonoring you, Mr. Angry. Mr. Angry, I will get my cousin to come around to your warehouse and burn it down for insurance.
Did you get that at like racist party supplies or us or what?
Yeah, my cousin Hong, he owned him. Yeah, he gave me a discount of $48. It was very good of him. Yes, I could get you similar
that's
discount,
terrible.
but only because you're a grower of 60.
Oh, good Lord. You remember when I said and you wanted to
We will
bring in
throw
the
in a
mask?
dog with the deal, yes.
No, and
You
I
can
just said
barbecue.
there are limits and you have to stay. Oh,
Barbecue dog, very nice. Very nice.
oh,
I
it's
can,
just
if
no.
you are squeamish, I can
my God.
slaughter him for you. It's, puppy this big.
See, every now and then people say angry mask. What do you, and because it's a bad influence, that's why you don't see it very often. It's just the angry mask speaks to me and has a character and I can roll with it. Apparently that one speaks
It's the
to
worst.
AZ and possibly Pauline Hanson.
I would be crying now, but my face is inscrutable.
Yeah, we'll try this again another day.
Oh, that's just the worst. Oh my God. It's also surreal how much a translucent mask can change the. Oh, Home for the Elderly. Are you still there, by the way? There you go. Raze, do I have any of them? I have several of the masks still lying about, honestly. I was just going to say, I did post a thing to TikTok taking some of Home for the Elderly's advice to heart, and the video got more views. We should talk more maybe on Thursday night about TikTok and what we should do. I'll do a Friday night masked up. I could probably find a couple of the masks around the house. I could find them. But I think I will go to bed now. We'll maybe talk about TikTok on Thursday or Friday night. We'll see how that goes, but I need to go to sleep. Oh wait, look, it's freaking cherry time, and I got 2 cherries. Oh my god, these Luxardo cherries are the fucking best. Oh my god. Nintendo Lunchbox, thanks for hanging out. Weird hours. Madam Butterfly, also weird hours of the morning for you. We had a few of our US friends here tonight. Weird as, oh my god. Those Luxardo cherries are so good. Fucking yum. All right. You all take care. I'll see you another time. Planning to be here on Thursday night. We'll see what happens then. But I will say bye for
You are totally